I have beef with TikTok because they are putting my video on the wrong algorithm or whatever it is. I don't know how it works. But like, why is there so many pressed men in my comments about like my Hinge posts? Like, you guys, come on. Like, get a hobby. Like, why are you so mad? What did I do? Just because I'm on Hinge? You guys are so mad at me. There's like so many hockey leagues you can join, or like, I don't know, what do men do? Go to the gym. I don't know. Some of you are going to the gym and you're still pressed, so maybe go more. But like, to be pressed about my comments is kind of insane, because it's not serious. Like, Hinge is unserious. Be fucking for real. So I'm mad at TikTok because that post was supposed to be for like girlies with like shared lived experiences, not men who are mad and calling me like 3 out of 10. Like, I grew up in a brown family. If you're gonna insult me, I need you to do better. I've been through it. That's not gonna hurt me. So I really need you guys to step up or get lost. Get out of my comments, because that video wasn't for you guys. You guys are so mad. Don't be mad.
I really don't like dating. Like, I don't like I don't like dating. I barely even want to be around people, and the fact that I want to be around you should say enough. Okay? I don't want to do like, if I like you, if I really actually really fuck with you, that means a lot, because I really don't give a fuck about a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about people like that. So if I really like you and we talking, please don't fucking play with me. Like, I don't want to have to be like, I hate in the beginning stations where you have to be like, oh yeah, no, like, you know, like, we're just seeing where this goes, and, you know, like, if I happen to go on a date, or like if somebody else wants to talk to me and stuff. No. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not acting like it. I'm not doing that shit no more. Like, I'm crazy. So it's either you fuck with me or you don't fuck with me at all. Okay, don't hit my line. You figure out the other shit that you got going on with other people and shit like that. I'm not doing that, because I don't even entertain. I don't even like people on my line like that. I'm not even in that age no more where I want to talk to 5,000 people and ask them how they day went and good morning and good night and all that. No, I'll be laid up with my motherfucking dog, just me, myself, and I. Okay, so if I decide to actually converse with you and let you in my space, because I literally will go off the grid and like talk to 2 people, bruh. Just like, I'm talking about like friends, family, whatever. Like, I don't even talk to people like that. So the fact that I'm even talking to you should already be enough. I don't want to sit here and act like I'm okay with shit that I'm not okay with. Would you, like, people want you, here's the thing, hold on. Here's the thing about this shit. People want you to be okay with shit that they not okay with. Okay? Because if you sit up there and talk about how so and so want you, you know what I'm saying, how you may be conversing, or this is somebody that you used to talk to, you know, they still around, they talking, you ain't trying to hear that shit. You ain't really trying to hear that shit. If you trying to really hear that shit, it's something off. We shouldn't even be talking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when people act like the shit is cool that they really ain't cool with. Like, let's start to be fucking for real. Let's start to embrace the fact that we a little crazy. If you want to call it that. I don't know what we need to call it, but I'm going to go ahead and say, just don't play with me. Plain and simple. Because what Tyler Perry say, I could do bad all by myself, and can and will. No hesitation, baby. If I'm allowing you in my space, please understand, it is serious. All right? Like, I like you. If we like each other, let's not even like nobody else or even talk to nobody. I'm loyal to a fault. I'm so loyal. Like, if I actually really like you, because of the fact that I don't like anybody usually, if I like you, then even if I'm out, like, it could be an attractive girl out there. I'm really whole entirely not looking. Even if they come up to me, okay, cool. Slide. I keep it cool. Calm, cool, and collected. You can't faze me when I really fuck with somebody. When I really like somebody, oh, man. You ain't got to worry about me, sweetheart. You ain't got to worry about me. In short, I say all that to say is, if you're thinking about talking to other people and doing it, go date them. Go talk to them. Don't talk to me. Because I don't play that.
I truly don't think men understand how exhausting it is to date. Like, I went on 2 back-to-back dates. It's Thursday morning. I went on a date Tuesday night, Wednesday night, 2 different guys. Great. Like, would love to see both of them again. But, like, I'm fucking exhausted. Like, I worked an 8-hour day, come home, then have to turn on my most charming self. Ooh, my forehead. I'm fucking exhausted. And I have another one on Saturday with a different guy.
I feel like, I don't know. I'm done giving men credit. They are nothing but a fucking letdown. They are embarrassing. What else? I want to say, weren't raised right. Hate women, something. I don't know. I just know they get on my last nerve. And every time I be wondering, like, why do you keep wanting to talk to a man? And you know he gonna let you down. Disappoint you. Embarrass you. And it's just so fucking cocky, like. Who told you was the baddest bitch? You ain't even supposed to be the baddest bitch. It's supposed to be me. Like, they really want you to chase them and kiss their ass and lick their behind and wipe them from back to front. Yeah, I said it, back to front. Get a motherfucking infection. Shit. I can't stand these hoes. That's what they is. Fucking whores. And mama should have left them on a curb somewhere. But besides the bullshit, I got Cairo's Mediterranean. Yeah, it's for them. It's so good. It's better than Chipotle. And it might be touching Kava. I don't know. But it's so good. I got lamb, chicken, brown rice, onions, red peppers. Did I say olives? I got cucumber salad, harissa, tzatziki sauce. Did I say the lamb? Feta. Oh, and I got chickpeas. What else I got? Dill something sauce. Good. Delicioso. It's just so. Look at me. Just talk about me and disappointment. Look at me.
You ever get that feeling that you've reached the end of Hinge? Like, you've dated every viable person who's attractive to you, somewhat similar in age and interests. And Hinge is the most serious one. That's where people go to actually meet somebody. So where do you go from there?
What is meant for you will not pass you by. Girl, have you seen me date? I have a 100% success rate of grabbing the things that are not meant for me. What is passing me by is exclusively what is for me. Pick new advice.
So this is gonna kind of come off as a rant video, and I guess it is. I just kind of need to put my thoughts out there into the void, because internalizing it doesn't help. Now, I am a straight, cisgendered, 32-year-old white guy in the not-so-United States of America. Trying to date in my 30s, and it's hard. It sucks. It's draining. It's unfulfilling. And it leaves you feeling empty. I've tried the apps. no matches. And I don't think I'm a 10 by any means. I think I'm probably a 6. Got a decent sense of humor. I think I got a pretty good sense of humor. I got a fun personality. I got a good job. I make pretty decent money. Got my own place. But I'm tired. The rejection all the time. You're told, well, get off the apps, approach somebody in person, but you don't want to make somebody uncomfortable either. Like, somebody should have the right to just go to the gym or go to the bookstore or whatever without feeling like, I don't know, that they've got to be on their toes all the time. Like, they can't just go and work out and be at the gym without 3 different guys approaching them asking for their number. Like I agree with those things. And it's getting so much harder to meet people off the apps, and the apps are a nightmare. I was in a relationship for 4 years, and it ended. It didn't end well. There were definitely faults both sides, but I can definitely take accountability for my side. And it took me a long time to get over that relationship, but I learned from it. And I spent the next year after that kind of just working on myself, trying to make myself better, and really kind of fix some of my faults and some of the things that I needed to. And then after about a year, I kind of felt like I was ready to put myself back out there. So got on the apps early on, met somebody. We went on 4, 5, maybe even 6 dates before we started being in a relationship. And a month into said relationship, just stopped hearing from her. No explanation, no breakup, no phone call, not even a text. Just to this day, haven't heard, no idea what happened. And again, I'm tired. And I'm tired of seeing the engagement farming on here of women taking advantage of men with a similar experience and just defeated mentality. And don't get me wrong, like, I understand there are a lot of shit guys out there. There are a lot of, I'm not some conservative Trumper, anything like that. If you watch my other videos that I've posted, you'll see what side I'm on. But I don't know, I'm tired of, I'm tired of feeling like I don't deserve the same thing. Like, I don't deserve the same amount of love and effort and respect, and like, I should be able to get those things too, And, I've met a few people off of the apps, whether it's through work or friends at work, and it's, let's say there's been a few times where you can feel there's a spark, like there's a chemistry, but it always feels like you got there too late. Like, there's already somebody else that they're talking to, or there's always somebody else that they have an interest in. So it always feels too late. And I don't know how else to explain it other than that. I'm sure there are some people who know what I'm saying. And it's not just men either. I've seen plenty of women on here too, frustrated with the current dating scene. Women in their 30s, 20s, 40s, what have you. But how are we all struggling this hard to meet people? Like, when did this get so hard? Before that 4-year relationship, I don't remember it being this hard. I don't remember it being this difficult. And I get it, like, the dating apps, everything's a business now. Nothing's authentic. Nothing is meant to actually help anybody anymore. It's all about profit, making money. And that's just about every industry. And I'm tired. And I'm tired of hearing, right, you're trying too hard. Yeah, I'm trying hard. Because I want to meet that person. I don't want to be alone forever. Why is that so bad? Like I said, this is kind of just a rant, but someday I'm going to meet that person. I'm going to give her everything I have. And she's going to give me the same in return. But I'm tired of struggling to get there. And I can't help but have that fear that maybe that never happens. And that sucks. It's a hard pill to swallow. But for the people who listened, and I'm so sorry if you watched the entire video, but I appreciate it. Feel free to add your comments, thoughts, or even if you just need to vent too, and share your experiences. I get it. It's nice to know you're not alone. This sucks.
Okay, so I matched with this guy on Hinge. He was cute. He starts off the conversation. I kind of kept it going. He just kept saying how amazing he was. I'm amazing. How about you? Love to hear it. How was your day? It was amazing. How about you? Like, does he know how to say anything else? So then I was like, oh, I had a good day. He goes, why? I was like, it was a very productive day. He then goes, and then I was like, why was yours so amazing? He goes, I don't know. I was like, okay. He then goes, okay, I unmatched this man. Does no one know how to keep a conversation? Because what is this? Like, it's like pulling teeth on there. Like, imagine going on a date with this man. Imagine. That would be actually terrible.
I feel like dating is so hard because it's not that I lose interest, it's that they make me lose interest. They kill the game. For example, I was talking to this guy. We were gonna go on a date. I thought he was super cute, and then he kind of got quiet for like a week. I hit him back up, whatever, we're just chatting. I mentioned that I got a new car. He says this. Also, for some backstory, that car on the left was my old car. This one on the right is my new one. I mentioned the cars by name, and he says this. He says first, yeah, I don't know much about cars. I can change a tire for you. I was like, okay. That's about as into it as I get. You seem like you need a car guy. But maybe my Nissan Altima will make you flustered. I doubt it. Who would expect a girl with a pink room to be a car girl? And he says, you're saying letters after the car that I don't know what they mean. So like, number one, Google's free. If I say Scion FRS, you can just look up a picture of the car. And also, why would you say you seem like you need a car guy? Like, that's just like reeking of insecurity. And then mentioning the Altima, like he could have just left it at that. But then saying, I doubt it. It's like, you don't know me. Why are you making like, what? And also, I don't understand the correlation between a pink room and liking cars. Mind you, I'm not even a car girl like that. I just have sports cars. So it was just like, it's giving like you're insecure and you're intimidated by the fact that I have a nice car. And that's just like extremely, like I was into him and then he sent that and I was like, oh, like just like that. Him essentially saying like, you seem like you need a car guy and that's not me. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I'll go find one then. But the gag is, I said none of that. All I said was that I had an older car, I replaced it with a newer one, and he jumped to all these conclusions about me. Next.
I'm gonna go get ready for my date, which I'm like, I'm 31, so I have enough hobbies and things to do, that if a date ends up flopping, it's just like a huge waste of my time, and I know that's not the mentality you're supposed to go into a date with, but like, I have so many hobbies, Like, I'd much rather be doing my hobbies and like interests. But no, they're all cool men. They're all cool men. It's fun. It's fun. I'm excited to get to know another San Francisco guy.
This week's story comes from a 35-year-old man who matched me on an app, asked for my number, ghosted me for a week, and then when he came back, he apologized and said he's just focused on serious relationships now.
So tell me why. I've been on Hinge for like 2 weeks. I went on one of the worst dates I've ever had, and it was to like a sushi place, and it was awful. Mind you, I've lived in Korea for like 7 years, and I went back and forth to Japan, so I've had like legit sushi. And I'm here in San Antonio, and this dude takes me to this like McDonald's of sushi.
The nastiest sushi
It was
ever.
so gross. Like I got so sick, and it was like nasty. And he didn't even know how to eat sushi, and he was eating like chicken and steak and like just not sushi. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to have like sashimi and stuff, and it was like just nasty.
Mind you, y'all. He literally a fucking catfish.
Oh, girl, like his photo, he was looking snatched. He showed up 3 times bigger. Like, girl, what the hell?
And it's like, why would you sit here and lie on the way you look and try to post an old picture of you? Just show Hinge how you look right now.
Like, that's what I'm doing. I'm not ashamed. Like, I show how I look. Anyways, so then I start talking to this other dude, and he's cute or whatever. He says he's from Hong Kong. We match, we start talking. And then he's trying to push me to like another app, and he's like, let's talk on WhatsApp. So then we start talking on WhatsApp. We start asking about each other's past and everything. He tells me like he's been cheated on, blah 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 blah. And then I'm like, oh well, you know, telling him my past and how I'm a single mom and stuff. He starts popping off about, oh, you know, it's not fair if you're a single mom for you to have to be dealing with stuff like that, this, that, or the other, getting all weird. And I'm like, yo, chill, that's in the past, let's just move forward. And he's like, yeah, I get it, you're an independent woman, I appreciate that, I think single mothers are amazing, you raise your daughter on your own, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, this is a green flag. So tell me why today I just randomly tell him like, hey, send me a selfie of yourself, like let me see what you look like today. He sends me a picture, and I'm like, wait a second. Well, at first I'm like, okay, wow, you look really cute in that picture. And he's like, oh my god, thanks, I really appreciate the compliment, right? And then I'm showing my friends, and I'm like, wait a second.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, wait, he kind of looks different.
Girl, he looked different, like completely different, like a totally different person. So we're like looking and comparing the pictures, and I'm like, hey, why do you look different from how you do on your profile? And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, you look different. So I sent him a picture of his Hinge profile picture, and I'm like, you don't look the same. And he's like, didn't he start getting like weird? Like he was like,
yeah,
he didn't say anything yet about like, he was just like, oh, well, if you wouldn't have pointed it out, I wouldn't have like noticed. Yeah. And it was like, what? And then he's like, and I was like, well, I'm just saying, like, you look different. Like, and then I tell him, actually, I prefer this picture that you just sent to the one on your profile. And he's like, oh, no, you did not just say that. And I'm like, why? He's like, that's my friend.
Like, dude, why would you send me a picture of your friend when I'm talking to you? I never asked a picture about your friend. I've asked a picture of you.
And then on top of that, take the compliment and be like, yeah, that's me. Thanks for liking my picture. And then backtrack and be like, no, just kidding. That wasn't me. Like, what?
Well, he could have said in the beginning, hey, that's not me. No, but he took the compliment.
Yeah.
And wanted to make it seem like it was him, and then to say it wasn't him just because he got caught up.
Yeah, like he got caught, right? So he was like, no. And so we were like, FaceTime right now. Like, FaceTime right now. And he's like, I despise FaceTiming. I just don't like how you don't trust me anymore. And now the seeds of doubt have been planted.
Well, that's when we realized it was all a joke, a catfish.
Girl, it was insane. And so he's like, well, I'll FaceTime you even though I really don't want to, but like later this evening. And we were like, girl, watch him use some AI or some shit. Because what the fuck? Like, how and how are you not sending more pictures or something, like doing something? You're just gaslighting me. Like, be for real. And then he's like trying to be like, oh, you're acting weird. You're being weird. You don't trust me anymore. So this could never work out. So I was like, all right, bet. Like, go ahead. Let's like FaceTime. Then I go and I'm like on Hinge. Why did he unmatch me?
Like, he shouldn't hide something and just like delete it
and get mad and all this weird shit. So then I just blocked him because what the fuck is that? And now I'm just like over it. Like,
he just wasted her time.
Like you totally did. And I was actually getting sucked in and getting invested, and I'm like, nah. So yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. What do you guys think? Is it worth it to be like on online dating anymore these days, or should I just be single and girl boss for the rest of my life?
Period.
Let me know.
Okay, so this is for the girlies. So if you're not a girly, please don't
Yeah. Anyway, this is for the girlies on Hinge specifically. I recently got back on, not even the conversation, but guys on there are like asking for social media, like pretty much jump from the jump. And I'm like, I guess to communicate, which I can understand, but I don't like sharing socials with strangers. Like maybe if and when we meet, I feel comfortable, sure, but just not a personal preference, right? And I would rather offer my phone number, honestly. Like, I don't mind doing that. But then I offer my phone number, which, like, I thought was normal to, like, exchange rather than socials, but I guess not. So then I'll offer my phone number, and then they're like, no, actually, I'm good. And it's happened a couple times, and I'm just so confused because it's just another form of communication. I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to talk to me. I don't know, but I'm just wondering if anybody else is having this, if this is what dating looks like now, I guess. Like, are we just exchanging socials? I don't know. I think that's just like my boundary, but like, I don't know, guys. Please let me know. Girlies, let me know.
So after my last Hinge fail, I am done with the dating apps for the indefinite future. I'm not saying I'll never get back on them again, but for right now, I'm done because I'm exhausted. I feel like all men do on there is just lie. They say they're looking for like monogamous relationship, looking for a long-term relationship, whatever, and then you start talking to them. They're just really good at lying. You start talking to them and they just feed you, I feel like, everything you want to hear. You go out with them a couple times and they're still like feeding you everything you want to hear. And then they just start acting stupid, or they start just ghosting or whatever. I will say for myself, every Hinge date that I've been on in the past like couple months, if I wasn't feeling the guy, I would let him know. I would tell him. I'd be really honest. I'd be like, hey, it was great meeting you. Like, I enjoyed the date. Or, you know, if it was like multiple dates, I was tell them like, hey, like, I enjoyed the time that we spent together, but I just don't think that we're a right fit for each other. I would tell every single guy that. And I've not gotten that in return. I've gotten ghosted. I've been with someone for like 6 months on the app, and then all of a sudden they change their mind saying that they're not ready for like a serious relationship, or they don't have time for a serious relationship. Like, the switch up is crazy. And one thing that I find very funny is when they're like 33, like in their early to like mid 30s, and then under their relationship type, it still says like figuring it out. Like, bro, grow up. You're almost fucking 40. It's honestly just like the immaturity that I can't stand. Like, I'm 28. I'm ready to find my person, settle down, you know, find my life partner, someone that is like my best friend. Like, I'm ready for that. I'm ready to start my life with someone. I'm 28. I know what I want. How are you like 34 still figuring it out? And I've tried the whole like just being on the dating apps to be like creating a roster, but I am not a roster girl. I'm a lover girl. I want one person that I can just give my all to and then have it reciprocated. Oh my God. I've gotten like no reciprocation. Oops, I just smacked my dog on the face. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's my little rant on the dating apps. I'm done for right now. I'm done. It's honestly just a big shit show. Like, now I understand why people are saying like the dating apps suck. Because before, when people would say that, I'd be like, what do you mean they suck? But now I get it. So ladies, be safe out there. And don't let these men try to sweet talk you because they're just fucking liars. Here's a story time of my last Hinge fail. So I matched with this guy on Hinge. Super cute. You know, seems like a cool guy. In his little bio description thing, it says he's looking for like long-term relationship, and monogamy, you know, all the stuff that I'm looking for. So I'm like, okay, cool. Start talking, whatever. We plan a day to meet. So that day rolls around, and literally maybe like a few hours before we're supposed to meet for that date, he sends me a message saying like, hey, so sorry, I have to reschedule. I'm catching a flight. My flight got changed, so I have to go tonight instead of tomorrow. Would you want to reschedule? Whatever. He was going out of town that weekend, so we rescheduled for Sunday when he got back into town. So he comes back into town on Sunday, and again, like a couple hours before we're supposed to meet for dinner, he sends me another text message saying like, I'm so sorry, I completely forgot about this, but tonight's my stepmom's birthday. So we're going out to dinner for that. Like, I'm gonna have to reschedule again. Like, I just want to preface this by saying I'm very attracted to you. I really do want to meet you. And I just don't want you to think I'm not interested. And he even sent me like a screenshot of like his family's group chat, talking about their stepmom's birthday or whatever. So we reschedule again for the next Friday. So that day comes around. The whole day I'm like, oh my God, if he reschedules again, like, this will be like the weirdest thing ever. But no, he didn't reschedule. We actually went on the date. The date went really well. Yeah, like super cute. He thought I was attractive. I thought he was attractive. We had good conversation. He was a gentleman, yada, yada, yada. So after that first date, I had planned to go out of town that weekend. So we went out to date on Friday, and then I was leaving Saturday and then coming back Sunday. So we decided to hang out on the Sunday whenever I got back into town. We were just gonna like get a workout in and then get some lunch after. Sunday rolls around. Whenever I get back into town, I text him. I'm like, hey, I'm back in town. Like, what time would you want to meet up or whatever? So we planned on going to my gym. So he sends me, he's like, yeah, I'll be free anytime, like after 2. Let me have the address, like send me the address to your gym. So I send him my gym's address, and then I just text like, hey, like just let me know whenever you're on your way. Literally hours go by, I hear nothing. He never responds to my text, like completely goes ghost on me. So we don't end up meeting that day. Obviously, like I'm really upset about it because like I like him, like he's cute, he's my type. He seems to be like a good guy or whatever. So like I'm really upset on Sunday, and I'm just confused. And then Monday rolls around and I still have like nothing from him, no texts, nothing. And we follow each other on Instagram, so I'm like looking at his Instagram. He hasn't posted any stories or anything. So I'm like, okay, like did he literally fall off the face of the earth? Like what happened? So Monday night when I get off work, I get an Instagram DM, and he told me that he dropped his phone down a storm grate, and then trying to get on, like logging in to Instagram without his phone. He was like, it's like the hardest thing ever. And then he like asked for my number again, whatever. We planned to meet up to do that little workout date on Friday again. So like reschedule for that workout on Friday. Again, Friday comes around. We meet up for the workout date, I thought it was a really, really good date. Worked out together. He even like kissed me, like he was very like touchy-feely with me in the gym, you know, giving me all these good signs. And then after our little workout date, he had to go because he was going to a concert with his friends and then going out of town. He was going to Austin that weekend and then would be back Sunday, which we planned to hang out again on Sunday when he got back from Austin. So he gets back into town. Well, he texts me on Sunday and he's like, hey, I'll probably be back into town around 5. Like, is that okay? And I was like, yeah, that's cool. Whatever. I don't care. He texts me again around 5:30 saying he just got back into town. And then this is when he starts to like kind of text me back slower and slower. It's taking forever to respond to me. And then he eventually just sends me a text saying like, hey, like I'm really tired. I think I'm just gonna stay home. What are your plans next weekend? So we try to figure something out to do next weekend. And I let him know again that I'm free on Friday. And he was like, okay, cool. Like, you can come over. I can cook us dinner. And we can have, like, a movie night. And I was like, okay, that sounds awesome. Like, I'm a pretty chill person. Like, I would rather do, like, movies and dinners inside than, like, going out and doing that. So I was like, okay, that sounds like a really good date. We're texting here and there throughout the week. Just, like, checking up on each other throughout the week. Like, hey, like, how was your day? Like, you know, not like fully texting like all day long, but just like little check-ins like throughout the day, like each day. So I was like, okay, like I think he's still interested, like whatever. He planned this date. So come Friday, he texts me when he gets off work, and then I just text like, hey, like you're so cool to like meet later tonight. And he's like, yeah, what time are you free? And I tell him anytime after 6. And he was like, okay, cool, like, that works for me. So once he's home and showered, he sends me a text message saying, like, I just got home, I'm showered, and I'm ready. And I'm like, okay, like, I just got home too. I'm gonna shower real quick, change, and then head over. And then I had just gotten my nails done that day, and I told him that. So he's like, okay, cool, send me a pic of your nails. So after I get out of the shower, I'm like dressed and everything, I send him a picture of my nails, and then I ask him for his address because I've never been to his apartment before. So I'm like, okay, what's your address? I wait about 30 minutes. He doesn't reply to me. So I send like a text just like hello ? And at this point it's like, so when he sent me the text that he was ready, like showered and ready, it was like 6:30. So now it's like 7:15 and I have like no response for him, like sending me his address at all. So I still have no response to him. So I just call him one time, because he's been calling me like on the phone. Like he would call me like, hey, like I'm on my way, like my ETA, yada yada. So I was just like, okay, like I'm gonna call him. So I call him, it rings all the way to voicemail. So I just hang up. And then I wait another like 10, 15 minutes and I still have nothing from him. So I call again. This was so stupid on my part. But I call again, but it also makes the story worse. So I call him again and it doesn't ring all the way through this time. It just like goes straight, like it rings like 2 or 3 times and then goes to voicemail. So he for sure declined my call or whatever. And again, like he ghosts me, like silence. I hear nothing from him. He doesn't answer my calls, doesn't answer my text messages. So I send him a text just saying like, hey, I'm just gonna stay home tonight, and also like I think it's best we go our separate ways. I'm not here to play games and I'm actually looking for something serious. He still to this day has never responded to my text messages at all. So I wake up on Saturday morning and I just go onto Instagram and I see that he posted a story from last night. So I look at his story. He went to the rodeo with his friends. He ghosted me to go to the rodeo with his friends. So yeah, I'm done. This man's a complete asshole. Like, if you didn't like me, stop inviting me out to places, stop asking me to hang out, and then just straight up tell me you don't like me. This is what it's like to date in 2025. It freaking sucks. I hate it out here.
Hi guys, we are going on a date from someone that we met off Hinge. This is the current state that I look right now, and I literally have like 20 minutes to get ready. So I'm gonna come back when I'm ready. I think I already know what I'm wearing. I need to get myself together. Goodbye. I'm in the bathroom. I'm on my Hinge date. It's not going that bad. He kind of cute. Okay. All right, y'all. So we are back at home. The date was cool. I'm not gonna lie, it was cool. That's my first time ever going on a date with somebody out my race. So it was definitely a culture shock. But it was cool. Like, y'all, I'm like so opposed to like dating people and getting to know new people. Like, I just don't even want no parts of it. But something just told me, like, just go, like, just go, girl. Like, you be at home bored, not doing anything. You might as well just go. So I went. It was cool. He had a really nice car. The dinner was really expensive. But yeah, that's my update. I know I didn't record a lot, but yeah, it was cool. Cheers to dating. I don't know if I would go back out with him. I rate the date like I said like a 7.58. He didn't bring me no flowers. If he brought me flowers, it would have been a 10. It was cool. All right, bye y'all. Cheers to dating.
这副眼镜是成都高新区的成都的企业制作的。
Oh, it says sorry, it didn't work, bro. Oh!
Did you see that?
What the fuck?
Did you see that? Working?
Hold on, wait. Speak Chinese again.
欢迎来成都。
Hey, sweetie, it's working.
Wow.
Whoa!
Hi, bro.
I speak Chinese.
He was a nudist and a swinger. 211 first dates. Let's talk about date number 135. He made me laugh. He had a personality and some charisma. From the minute I met him, he had me laughing and giggling. I think this was something he learned to attract certain women. So our first date, it was a meet and greet real quickly for a drink. He was funny. I found myself giggling all night. Yes, I kissed him at the end of the night, and we had date number 2. He took me out for sushi, and it was at a really great place that I didn't even know existed, and it overlooked the beach, and we had a great sunset, and it was a really, really nice date. Date number 3 is when I found out he was a swinger and a nudist. He told me all about it. He first started telling me about going to nudity camps, nude beaches, nude parties, nude camping. There was, and I asked him a lot of questions. I was like, when did you do this? How often do you go? What's it like? What do people wear? What don't they wear? What do they say? Are there rules? I was kind of interested because I had never met anyone who was a nudist. So I was asking him all the questions. And then that's when he shocked me. And he said, well, and that's where a lot of swinging happens. And I said, and do you participate? And what's going on? And I kept a very poker face. I didn't show him what my brain was doing in my head. And how does that work? What do you do? Are there rules? What do, the things happen? Do you have a conversation ahead of time? Are there things that you do and you don't do? Anyway, he told me all about that. I never saw him again. He continued to message me for a long time and wanted to go out with me. And no judgment. If people are into, being a nudist, rock on. Great. That's great. If you're into swinging, you rock. Go do your thing. I'm just not into it. But yeah, a nudist and a swinger, and I just couldn't do it. Anyway, are you a nudist or a swinger, or have you gone out with someone and then you found out, like I did, after a few dates, that that's what they were into? Let me know.
I need dating advice. I went on 2 dates with this guy. First date was good. I thought it was good. Then we had a second date, and the second date was me just going to his apartment, and it was okay. I left the second date kind of feeling very indifferent, which isn't a good sign. This is where I'm at right now, and I'm kind of annoyed. For the second date, I was asking like, hey, I want to see you again, I want to see you again, I want to see you again. But there was no kind of game plan behind it. It was just like, hey, I want to see you, I want to see you, I want to see you. I told him what day I was free, and then he was like, do you want to come over and I'll just make us dinner and we'll have cocktails? And I was like, sure, fine. There's like some things that I didn't like on the second date. I told myself in my head, like, I would go see him again on a third date if I felt like effort was put into the third date. I texted him when when I get home from the second date, because he asked me to, he's like, you know, I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Then he texts me the next day, and I'm sort of not being very responsive with him. Why don't I respond? Oh, because he says something so weird. He goes, hey, do you have Monday off? Caesar Chavez Day. Some people have it off. I do have it off. And he goes, I'm not asking because I'm trying to make plans. I'm just curious. So I respond and I'm like, yeah, I do have it off. I'm wondering though why you care if I have it off if you're not trying to make plans. And then he responds and he goes, yeah, that was weird of me to say, my bad. I'm looking forward to having Monday off because I'm just gonna like be in bed all day, but like it would be cool to see you this weekend, I guess, is what he said. I was with my friend when I got that text and I was like, see, I don't like this. And she was like, oh, I think he's just being silly. And either way, silly or not, I didn't like it. So I didn't respond. And then 4 days go by and then he texts me Friday night and he goes, would you be interested in getting brunch this weekend? Full disclosure, I was a little drunk Friday night. So when I got that text at like 11 o'clock at night and I was feeling a little tipsy, a little loosey-goosey, I respond, oh, you miss me? And he goes, yeah, but the feeling is clearly not mutual since you left. Oh, I ordered 4 phone cases. They're on their way. I just got a notification. Sorry. He goes, the feeling is clearly not mutual because you left me undelivered for 4 days. Then I kind of feel bad about that. So I respond and I'm like, oh, my bad. And I say, hey, I'm free the next 2 days. Because at this point now it's Saturday morning. I tell him I'm free Sunday and Monday. He does not respond. So then today, Sunday, at like 5 p.m., I text him and I go like, hey, I'm kind of confused because you asked me to hang out. I tell you when I'm free and you don't acknowledge it. Like, so do you not want to hang out anymore? He responds at like 6 o'clock to say that he was asleep all day and sends me like a picture of his watch that shows that he was sleeping all day. And I don't respond to that because I'm just like, okay, like I don't love that you're just like sleeping from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's a little weird to me. He does not work a night shift job. He works a standard 9 to 5 kind of job. So I don't respond to that. And then he texts me back and he goes, are you free tomorrow? Maybe we could do something. Otherwise, my mom's coming in town after that and I'm gonna be gone for a few weeks with my mom. I understand that he's saying like, hey, are you free tomorrow? My thing is like, can I have a little, I already told you I was free Sunday and Monday. You know that I'm free Sunday and Monday because I told you I'm free. So why are you asking me if I'm free tomorrow? What I would like and what I think is appropriate and what I think should be happening, and somebody can tell me if you disagree, what I think is there should have been a text that was like, hey, tomorrow on Monday, are you free to meet at this time at this place to do this thing? This whole like open-ended like, hey, can we do something tomorrow? It's like, do what? What do you want to do? You want to see me? Tell me what you want to do. Tell me where you want to do it. Tell me what time you want to do it. Is that so much to ask? I don't know. I don't know. I'm 30 years old. He's 33. I think we can do better.
Well, I do feel a little bit like crap at the moment. I just finished another interview, and it was definitely an interesting experience. I can't even really say I've never had an experience like that because that implies I've done a bunch of interviews, but I don't know, somehow I get the feeling that even if I do like in the future get more interviews, I don't know if I'll ever have an experience like this one, because in my previous interview, the one where I was also bummed out in, I did learn a valuable lesson about trying to like, you know, make a case for yourself. Like something that I didn't know until I spoke to other people that are more experienced with this is that interviewers, sometimes they purposely ask you questions that doubt your abilities or may not be kind of like questioning your character, is like a way to gauge your reaction. And how you're supposed to react when you get those kinds of questions is to advocate for yourself. Like, yeah, I know I don't have like experience in this, but here's this positive thing about me, kind of thing. So I kept doing that in this interview, but it was very interesting in that, in a weird way, I thought I was doing well, because, well, it was, instead of like an interview, it was more of like a conversation, which was very interesting. And it was odd because I felt like the manager was also like trying to help me find other opportunities, because on one hand it really hurt, not too personally, but I just mean as somebody that does want
to get a job, it hurts. Like, on one hand, it hurts when they blatantly tell you something like, I'm gonna have to be honest with you, like, I don't think you're a good fit for this job. And no matter how many times I try to, like, I don't know, equivocate or try to make some argument on the fly of like, no, you know, I know that, you know, you feel that way, but I am confident that blah blah blah. Like, no matter how many times I did that, they just kept hitting me with the, like, you know, I just don't think you're a good fit for this job. So that was very defeating. But on the other hand, they were helpful in the sense that, you know, they used to work in a similar industry that I want to get into, and they were encouraging me to pursue other avenues. Like, I don't think you're a fit for this job, but you should go try to apply for like these things, or even give your art career another try, like a real like try. So, you know, I don't have any like hard feelings. You know, how can you really have hard feelings towards somebody that is nice to you and trying to help you out? At the same time, like, I do feel a little miffed just because, you know, like, the problem I guess they pointed out about me was my lack of extroversion, because I simply just thought, like, you know, my lack of experience in customer service, like, I knew that was gonna be an obstacle, but like specifically a personality problem of like not being outgoing enough. And to be honest, I know that I do lean more introvertedly. It's just that having been somebody that wants to get into the entertainment industry, like, I have been trying to portray myself as more outgoing, as more sociable, but this has been like the third or fourth time that I've been shown that no matter what facade I put on and no matter how good I think it is, like, the real me comes out. Like, people can tell that the real me is not what I'm trying to be, or like it just leaks out, you know? And I feel frustrated because there's very little I can do about that. Like, unless you're a complete sociopath or like a master actor, how can you really change your personality convincingly? Like, how can you change into a different person? Like, and I understand, you know, trying to force yourself to be more positive and, you know, like, more open and be like, hi, how are you doing today? Let me know if I can help with it. I get that, but apparently that's not good enough. Or, you know what, maybe I'm just not, like, portraying myself as outgoing as I think I am. Who knows? I just know that this has happened, like, several times. Several people have, like, basically said similar things to me. And it just kind of makes me think, like, maybe I really can't, like, completely change who I am. So I should just learn to be comfortable with who I actually am, what my personality actually is like, and then just roll with it. And the right people will, you know, the right people will see that and accept that, I suppose. But I don't know, I just felt like I didn't want to be disrespectful, but there was a part of me that wanted to say, like, I don't really understand why, like, because they were just lecturing me a little bit about first impressions in general, like, oh, you know, first impressions in this industry, especially in customer service, in the customer service industry, first impressions are very important, and like the first impression I get of you, Kaylin, is not like, you know, what we're looking for at this store. And I understand like what they were looking for. It's just that I wanted to say, like, well, the people at the front desk that I spoke to, like, and every time that because I am like a customer of that store, like, every time I talk to somebody there, they're not like holly jolly. Like, they're not really happy, you know. They seem to be like they're nice and they're knowledgeable, but they're not like, I don't even know, it's like if you go to like Disneyland, you know, that type of customers, they're not like that. And so I don't know how I don't fit in you know, with that personality type, because like I kind of like, I felt like we were vibing, like me and the and the front desk people. Like, I felt like that we could mesh well as coworkers because their personality I thought was similar to mine. Like I said, they weren't like Disneyland workers. But it is what it is, and at the same time, like I said, I can't get upset because they were very nice to me about it. And you know, if they like the manager even offered to help me find like other places of employment, or like just ask for advice in general about the art industry. Like, that's great, but you know, I can't help but be bummed out that the criticism that I got is something that I can't really do much to improve. You know what I mean? Like, how can you change your personality? It's yeah, but at least I think I did a better job, like, speaking wise. You know, like, I remembered not to mess up and not advocate for myself. I did remember to do that, but it's okay. I have another interview in a few days, but yeah, I'm just going to go like sit here for a while and like lick my wounds and then just go back into the mall and try to like pass out more of my resumes. So thanks for, I guess, listening to me ramble about this.